What's up, guys? George back again to do another LP update. This one is for September 7th, 2016. I have a little stack of stuff here to show. I figured I'd jump right into it. I got some used stuff at the shop, and a few new titles too, and some reissue stuff. So first up, I got a promo single for Mars Day and the motherfucking Time for Jungle Love. It's got the LP version and the edit version. I love the Time, so I figured I'd grab that one. It was just, just a promo single, but pretty killer. Kind of funny. Always dug the Time. Next up I picked up was the punk release on Hawker Records, and that is the Pagan Babies. Pagan Babies, I believe, are from Philadelphia. This is called Next. I don't see this one very often, so I picked this one up. I kind of remember these guys from, I guess, the late 80s in Philly punk scene. Not that there was a huge Philly punk scene, but these were one of the bands that were always playing. Pretty cool though. They do a cover of Slaughter and the Dogs, Exception to the Rule, which is killer, and Lime Spiders, Beyond the Fringe. So that's a cool record. This is the independent release of it. I think they reissued this later on, maybe 2 or 3 years later on another label, but this is the original pressing. So that's cool though. It's standard black vinyl. One's Blind By, it's on Twin Tone Records. It's the Pistons, Flight 581. I think they're a new wave style band. I haven't listened to this one yet. I'm trying to think who was in this band. I guess nobody really of any interest, but I've never seen this record, so this came into the shop used. Somebody brought it in, so I picked it up. I just thought it looked interesting. Next up, I picked up a mono reissue on Sundays of the first Vanilla Fudge record. I always loved this album. I have an original pressing of it. Very young Vinny Appice. Or, no, not Vinny Appice, Carmine. Carmine Appice. Or Appice. Whatever you want to call it. Pretty killer record though. I always liked this record. They just played on what's his name show, late night, Jimmy Fallon's show. They did You Keep Me Hanging On. They did a great version of that on here as well, but I thought that was interesting to have Vanilla Fudge on Jimmy Fallon after all these years. But I think it was like a couple months ago now that they were on. But it's a really nice sounding mono on Sundays. This was released, 2004 on Sundays now, so I have a feeling this might be out of print. But I always liked that record. Then I picked up a German import on Decca of Q65. Just the greatest hits. I never had anything by this band. Kind of like a, I don't want to say psych band, but kind of rock psych shit from the 60s. Looks like there's 12 tracks on here. It's cool because it's the old Decca label. Still in the shrink. But it's like the German Decca label. Thing is like brand new. I saw somebody else on here that had just recently picked up a Q65 record. I can't remember who it was, but so I figured I'd give it a shot. I dug it. It was cool. Got another reissue of the Black Sabbath Paranoid on the NEMS label. This is the original one. With the gatefold. The cover's kind of worn down the bottom, but the thing with this is I have like a mint cover with no vinyl in it. I don't know where I got the cover, but so this vinyl's way better than the cover looks. So I'll probably just switch it out, because this cover's a little worn at the bottom. Looks like there was something on it. You could see that ring wear, but so I figured I'd just replace that one with this LP. It's just weird. For years I've had this cover, the same exact pressing of this cover with no vinyl in it, and I kept it. I don't know why, but now I can replace it with the killer LP. Now on to mostly all new shit. I picked up through the website, the Misfits were having a sale on their website, so I picked up the Friday the 13th EP, which already had the red vinyl of it. But I picked up the limited red and white splatter. I like the 4 tracks on here. I thought they were good. They just did the reunion this weekend with Glenn Danzig and Doyle and Dave Lombardo playing drums. And actually, the guy who I was been friends with for 20 years, AC Slade's the rhythm guitar player now. At least he played live with them, so I thought that was cool. AC was in, he's been in Joan Jett's band for the last couple years, so I was happy to see him in there. Next up is the brand new Jackal on vinyl, Rock Out With Your Cock Out. I believe this is the first Jackal vinyl I have. I don't know if they ever released, I know they released the second album on picture disc back in the day. I'm not sure if they released, I would imagine they released the first album on vinyl. I don't think I have that on vinyl. This is a killer album. I really like this record a lot. If you like Jackal, you'll like this album. Production on it's great. Jesse James Dupree and Jeff Tomey produced it. It's on their own label, Mighty Loud Records. So definitely check out Jackal. I mean, I've always loved Jackal. I thought they were killer, like in southern ACDC type shit, you know. Really killer band, really good record. Disaster Piece is a killer song. Rally, Limp Dick, Blast Off, Hammer to the Head. Really cool record. Definitely check this out. I like this album a lot. So there's that. Definitely check it out. Couple other things here. I finally got this on vinyl. I've been waiting for this to come out because every time I see it, it's pretty expensive. But they recently reissued the first Angel Witch on vinyl. It's limited to 1,000 copies. It's on Real Gone Music, but they haven't really. Still has the bronze logo down here, but they haven't touched the packaging at all. It's pretty. It looks pretty much the same as the original. And this one is on even the label, the bronze label, red and yellow splatter. So like I said, there's only 1,000 of these. These guys were pretty much the precursor of, you know, the originators, really. I would think one of the originators, anyway, the new wave of British heavy metal movement. This is a classic record. If you like new wave of British metal, you definitely want to search this one out. Like I said, there's only 1,000 copies of these. I have a feeling it's going to go out of print real quick. It's going to sell out real quick. Just killer 3-piece band from England. I always loved this record, and I've never had it on vinyl. Like I said, the originals go for a decent amount of money, and I can never find one that's in great shape. So I just decided to pick up the reissue. Never even had this on CD. I think I have it on cassette from years ago, but definitely check out Angel Witch if you don't have this record. Man, this is a classic new wave of British heavy metal album. Definitely check this out. Really good record. 1980, I think it came out originally. Yeah, 1980. Picked up a reissue of on 180 gram vinyl. Again, this is only 1,000 copies of this, and that's the Murder Dolls, Beyond the Valley of the Murder Dolls. This one is on, I think, red vinyl. I can't remember now. I think it's on red vinyl. The cover's like a textured cover. It's pretty killer. Yeah, it's on red vinyl. Blood red vinyl. But I always liked the Murder Doll. I liked the first album. The production on the album wasn't the best. It comes with a huge booklet too. Joey Jordison, or whatever his name is, from Slipknot. It's his kind of like glam punk band from. It was him and Wednesday 13, who has a bunch of solo albums out now. If you like the Misfits, there's a little more glam twinge to it. You'll definitely like the Murder Dolls. I think they have second album out called Women and Children's Last. But this is their first one, really killer. I think this is the UK, and it's numbered as well. On the Music on Vinyl label. So I have a feeling this is going to sell out fairly quick as well. Now I picked up another legit bootleg from ACDC called Live 79, Towson State College in Maryland. I got this from Amazon UK, and the packaging they sent this in was complete shit. So I'm sending this back. I'm getting another one. I got this in the mail. It was totally crushed. I don't know if you can see it. The vinyl was alright, but it just pisses me off that you spend, 20 or 30 bucks. Well, this one was only 20, but and then get the shit in the mail and it's all fucking bent to shit. There was no protective packaging in it. It was just thrown into a regular mailer, like a soft mailer. Fucking Amazon, man. But anyway, I got it. I have another one on the way. I have another title on the way from Amazon. I hope it's not fucked up like this one was. Like I said, this one's going back. So I'm going to get another copy of this eventually. Killer double live LP on the Rocks Vox label. From the Highway to Hell tour. So you get Live Wire, Shot Down in Flames, Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be, Sin City, Bad Boy Boogie, Problem Child, The Jack, Highway to Hell, High Voltage, Whole Lot of Rosie, Rocker, If You Want Blood, and Let There Be Rock. Really killer. Really killer set list. Killer killer. I think an FM broadcast. Really good. So like I said, Amazon UK, you can get them for fairly cheap, especially for a double. Next up, limited to 500 copies, a new Kiss bootleg on blue vinyl, and that's the Kiss the 10th anniversary tour. This is number 346 of 500. Gatefold. Was released in 2015. It's live at Universal City, California on March 27th, 1983. So it's the tail end of the Creatures of the Night tour. It's an amazing audience. It sounds perfect, really. I mean, for an audience tape, it almost sounds like a soundboard. Killer set list. I mean, they do weird shit like I guess they don't on this one. I'm thinking of the Lick It Up tour. Calling Dr. Love, Firehouse, Vinnie Solo's on here, God of Thunder, I Still Love You, War Machine, Strutter. Killer packaging on this. Like I said, huge gatefold. Limited to 500. I've always dug this tour. I don't know why. I guess because it was different than the regular with Ace and all that. But it seems like they played shit like 100 miles an hour back then too. Everything's super fast. On every live thing I see or hear from this tour, they were killing it. It was good. Let's definitely check that out. And this was cheap. It was like $24 or something like that. And lastly, the brand new Kiss live album, Kiss Rocks Vegas. This comes with the DVD on 140 gram vinyl from when they did their run in Las Vegas, Nevada. Doesn't have a date of the actual show, but it's from 2014. So you get stuff like Psycho Circus on here, Tears Are Falling, Hell or Hallelujah, Do You Love Me, which they haven't done in a long time, Deuce, Lick It Up, I Love It Loud, shit like that, Parasite. So pretty nice packaging. This is on Eagle Rock Entertainment. Nice gatefold. It was cheap, so I didn't want to, I just figured I'd pick it up just to add it to the Kiss collection. Not a huge fan of this lineup, but pretty cool. Anyway, that is it for this update. I'll be doing a new CD update, a Nerd Alert, probably another LP update in a week or so. I got some stuff coming. Trying to make this shorter videos now. I'll be doing some horror movie reviews and some other titles. I got some CD reviews, so keep an eye out for that. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it around, leave me a comment below, and I'll talk to everybody real soon. Peace.